Hey guys! I'm not even gonna go into the whole spiel like I normally do. Every time I post a video, I'm like, oh, long time no see. But I will basically talk about one of the reasons why I haven't really been posting regularly for a while now is just because I don't know what content to necessarily give you guys, because originally, obviously, I was doing a lot of like fitness challenges and stuff like that, and I'm just not into doing that anymore and whatnot. And I did have the intention of kind of doing like vlogs and whatnot on this channel, but I find myself often getting into the situation where I'll pick up the camera and film for one day for like maybe about 5 minutes of like decent footage, and then I won't pick up the camera for like weeks later. And so it's not enough to actually like give you guys actual content. But I'm hoping that I will get my life together and figure out how to do a better job at filming exciting moments and stuff, and also just like day in the life moments, and share with you guys, because there's been a lot of things that I've done that I had full intention of sharing with you guys, but I just didn't pick up the camera enough to actually give you guys actual decent content. So I'm going to try to do a lot better at actually picking up my camera more often. But my main reason for picking up the camera today was because I have some exciting news, and that is that I will be moving. Very exciting, very exciting. Basically, one of my biggest goals for this year, and I think I did talk about this in my like January, year 2022 goals or whatever, that one of my goals was to eventually move. For years, I always wanted to like buy a house, and last year I kind of was like, if it needs to be, a situation where I just rent something, that is an option too. I don't necessarily have to buy a house. I would prefer to buy a house, but I just really wanted to move this year and have a place that I can call my own. And I will say, probably like a quarter through the year, I kind of gave up on the idea of moving because I just didn't think financially, with everything and all of the prices of things going up. Every time I would look at houses, the prices were just going up and up and up. And rent for apartments and everything were going up and everything like that. So I just really didn't think it would be feasible unless I got a higher paying job. And I actually did get a raise this year, and then also I kind of just reevaluated, like, wait a minute, like how much could I afford as far as rent and utilities and all of that jazz, and crunched some numbers and realized that moving is actually more feasible than what I thought it would be. And so very quickly, this process has happened so quickly. It hasn't even been a full month since I like started looking for a house, because basically I consult my parents a lot with, especially when I was looking at houses. I would always, like, if I saw a house, I'm like, this could maybe do, like, it's a fixer-upper, or, whatever. I would always consult, especially my dad, because my dad is, like, obsessed with all things real estate. And so I was just, like, went to my parents and was like, you know what, I really think I really want to, like, really start this process and really seriously look into moving. And that same night, we found a house, a townhouse that was a decent price and in a great location and everything. And so we were able to call up the real estate agent that we normally work with, and we were able to see the house the next day. The house looked great. It was so nice and everything. And we even that same day went ahead and went to a couple of other neighborhoods to see how much it would be to build a townhouse, because I'm only one person, so I don't really need a big house, and trust and believe I don't need any sort of yard because I'm not an outdoor girl anyway, so a townhouse is kind of perfect for me, especially with me getting it on my own. And we, after like doing that one day of house hunting and stuff, we were like, the first house that we saw is pretty perfect. It has so many great upgrades and everything, and honestly, even compared to the houses being built and even having to pay for upgrades and stuff like that, it was also probably the biggest house and everything. And for the price, it was perfect. So I went ahead and put an offer on the house. And literally within the next 2-3 days, we had a contract. So everything has been moving very fast. One reason being also because the owners of the house, or the sellers of the house that I'm going to be buying, they had already moved out and everything. So I think it's also like a situation where, for one, the holidays are coming up, and then also like who wants to be paying 2 mortgages for any extended amount of time? So they've definitely wanted this process to go by quickly. So that means it is October 20th today, and in 2 weeks, pretty much exactly 2 weeks from now, I will be closing on a townhouse. Basically, just having to get like a few more things done and stuff as far as like paperwork and documentation and everything, which I've done pretty much all I can do at this point. I am waiting for my HR at the job that I work with to get back with me or my loan processor to basically just verify my employment, but my HR basically has been radio silent, so I'm probably gonna have to. I have already emailed them twice. My loan officer has also emailed them, and if I don't see anything in my mailbox by tomorrow, like midday, I'm probably gonna call them and tell them how this is very important and that we are on a schedule and the schedule needs to be pushed forward so we can move this process along so everything can go smoothly. But that's basically where I'm at with this. It kind of has been really surreal of like, it's really happening just because it's been going by so fast. And then I'm also just that person where I'm like slightly worried of like, what if one thing goes wrong and then it all crumbles, which I'm trying to remain positive and everything. Because, you know, no need to go to the negative thoughts and places anyways, but it's just really exciting. And then I'm also just like a little overwhelmed of like, I have to furnish an entire house. So that is like very stressful for someone like me who is very indecisive. Like this dresser right here, it took me months to find this one dresser because I'm a very specific person and I always typically have very specific ideas of what I would want as far as furnishing and stuff in my head. And so that's been really difficult. And honestly, at this point, I don't feel like I could really properly decide on a lot of things until I'm in the house and really have a good feel for the house and have a good feel of like where I want things. So far, I mean, I have all of my bedroom stuff. All of the stuff in my bedroom is basically going to be coming with me because I paid for everything in my bedroom and I basically designed my bedroom exactly how I would want it. So I'm keeping all of that, obviously. And I have some of my computer stuff and everything. And I'm going to take the desk that I've been using for now. I really would like to get another desk. Because I've been wanting a very specific looking desk for a very long time, but I just haven't been able to find it. So I'm hoping that I will eventually be able to find that. And I will have like now a separate room for all of my computer stuff. And like, so I'll have like a room that's like a designated office. And I already have an idea of exactly what I kind of want to do in that room. And then I'll have an extra room, which I'll probably just put like a futon or something in there. But as far as like decor of like what the room is actually going to look like, I have no clue. And the only other thing that I have as far as furniture at this point is I have already purchased a couch. But besides that, like there hasn't been much else that I've purchased. The only other thing that I'm really like wanting to make sure that I get done sooner rather than later is obviously getting a lot of stuff as far as my kitchen and stuff. I'm gonna have an island, so I want to get like some bar stools, and honestly once I get bar stools I'm not gonna be as concerned with getting like an actual full table and everything, because again, I'm gonna be one person, so it's gonna be fine for me to eat at my little bar table stool situation for a few weeks. And then also I'm also the type of person that honestly I will probably be eating a lot of my meals sitting on my couch watching TV. So it's not really that big of a concern. And then also kind of, I think it would be a smart idea to wait until around Black Friday and also the holiday, because things tend to be a bit cheaper around then anyways. So I just need to kind of figure out exactly what I want, so then that way it'll be easier to buy the things once I see them. But anyways, with that, all of that, I am starting the process of packing my things because, like I said, I have 2 weeks. And, you know, I like to think that I don't have a lot of stuff, but I kind of do have a lot of stuff. I literally have all of this to pack away, and all of my clothes, like my whole entire dresser needs to be emptied because this is a solid wood dresser. So even when it's empty, it is extremely heavy. So I need to make sure that this is all empty. My closet, and I just have a lot of like things that are just like in like little on little desks and shelves and stuff like that. So it's just like a lot of little things that I just need to like nicely, so they don't break, throw in the box. And so at least today my goal is basically to probably get everything off of this shelf put away, and then also in my closet I have another shelf that mainly has books in there, and I would like to get that packed away. And then also I have this bin here, and it's already filled with my winter sweaters and an extra comforter that I never use, so I should honestly get rid of that. But then again, it's probably a good thing to have like an extra comforter just in case. But I have all of that in here, and so I want to at least put a lot of my summer clothes in here, because obviously we're in that transition time anyways where I don't need shorts and tank tops anymore, because I'm not going to be wearing shorts and tank tops. So I want to get as much of that packed in this bin as I can, but it is pretty full already. But I'm going to try and shove more in there. And I think as long as I get those few things done, that would be a pretty good progress. And I'll probably go ahead, I have like a few things on my walls, so I'll probably go ahead and take that down as well. But I think that's about all that I'm gonna do so far as packing, at least for today. And then tomorrow I'll probably try and do a little bit more. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of just plan what I intend to wear with a few extra options for the next 2 weeks or so, and go ahead and pack away most, if not all, of my clothes. And so that way that's another thing kind of done. That's more of a tedious task. And then I also have to pack up a lot of my stuff in my bathroom as well. I'll probably try and get that done this weekend too. Get as much as I can this weekend done, because I feel like I will have more time this weekend than I will next weekend. But that's my little life update so far. But I definitely plan on bringing you guys along with this journey. Especially, I feel like I will definitely be able to have a good amount of content, obviously, with, you know, this whole moving into a house, because obviously I'm gonna have to clean, and I'm gonna have to design and plan out what I want to do as far as my rooms and stuff like that. But that is my little update for you guys as of late. I'm very, very excited and a little nervous, but I definitely think that everything has happened for a reason and has happened in the right times. I feel like it's been just, in reality, it's been a very smooth process. I think that is my sign that it was meant to be, and everything's gonna be great and okay. But I just want to thank you guys for coming along with me for this journey that I'm gonna be going on, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!